that one. Tires?
Oh, not.
Terza or tires?
Terza.
Terza. Okay.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to draw number 3 of the 2015 T-Baytel Northern Ontario Scotties Tournament of Hearts. This draw will feature the following teams. On sheet 4, from the Fort William Curling Club, Team Williams, and also from the Fort William Curling Club, Team Lilly. On sheet 6, from the North Bay Granite Club, Team, and from Sudbury in the
Give us
Idlewild
a high
Golf and
sign when
Country
you're ready
Club,
to go.
Team Oregon.
Okay.
Ladies, the ice
Roddy.
is yours. Good luck and good curling.
That ambience pretty loud.
It's okay. I can live with it.
That's better.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Fort William Curling Club for the T-Baytel Northern Ontario Scotties Tournament of Hearts. I'm here with my co-partner, Chris Wozniacki. Chris, hello to you today.
Good morning, Ray. I guess afternoon. So the feature game today will be, as you mentioned, the two teams curling out of the Fort William Curling Club, the Jessica Williams squad, who is at a 0-2 record, and they are curling Team Kendra Lilly, who has only had one game in the round robin and has one victory. So this would be a must-win for Jessica to stay in the hunt. Over on sheet 6, we have two undefeated teams. Laura Payne at 2-0 is playing Tracy Horgan, who had also a 1-0 record. We'll try and glance over on sheet 6 rather, periodically. So by virtue of the draw to the button, Jessica Williams has the hammer.
Lead Terza Keffer getting the game underway here. Playing the shot into the rings here in the first end. So. And we may see a conservative start again. As
Megan Westland.
Westland hits and stays in the 12-foot rings in the back. Lily asking for that rock to be removed. Just asking for light brushing here. And the rock did not come up as they anticipated. It rolls out. So got another open house here, Chris. Westland has had a pretty strong competition so far, Chris.
Yeah, her game last night was strong.
Yeah, it's not curling
In
at
fact,
all.
when you
It's trying to now.
look at the record of 0-2 that Jessica Williams has, more or less a couple of bad breaks. I know the game last night I believe it was in the ninth end when she.
A rock picked, and I gave up the 3.
And she had a pretty strong game against
Team Lilly.
Tracy Horgan in that
Horgan,
first
yes, that's
game.
right.
More or less led for the entire game until giving up a steal of 3 in the ninth end. So
Jessica mentioned she doesn't like 8 end games. Jessica would be undefeated. That ninth end has been her.
It has been her downfall.
Yeah. Here's second, Joanne Comey.
This has been rather typical of first ends in this competition, and keeping it wide open and girls getting their nerves under control. And
here's second. Here's my first crack at Oisem-Wan Buren.
Well done. Well,
yeah, thank you, Ray. She mentioned a number of variables that we could use in calling her names, so she answers to a lot of. There's a nice shot right on the nose. Control weight.
yeah, which I suspect is the result of others having some difficulty with the pronunciation of her name.
Yeah.
I think we've got it down now, Chris. So.
Yep.
Whoa, we're a little wide.
Kome throwing the intern
Whoa,
takeout.
no, don't touch it. Got a little bit wide.
And just rolling out of the ring, so. Sarah Potts now throwing her first rock.
Sarah, whose maiden name is Lang, daughter of Rick and Lorraine Lang. Great curling pedigree there.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Nice throw.
And just coming to rest back of the forefoot.
Third, Carly Andrews throwing her first stone.
And
Jessica Williams is gives us a lot of information, which helps us immensely in our.
Talking to Jessica, said she thought they were kind of laid back last night. I said, "No, you're fine."
Perceptions in the eye of the beholder, Chris.
And Sarah's thrown another stress-free draw.
All the draws have been outturns, and all the takeouts have been inturns, Chris. Rather, bit of an unusual happening here.
This one's hanging a little bit. It's there comes the finish. So
I think we will see probably a bit more curl as the game progresses, Chris. And
Big one.
Kendra Lilly proceeds down the ice to throw her first rock here. First end. Kendra had a very successful junior career, Chris. I believe she went to 4 nationals, and one of those years came 3rd in the nation. Very accomplished skip. So that path certainly be right up in terms of weight. Got a reading of 14.7 seconds between hog lines. So it's definitely right up in terms of speed.
Yes.
And Williams giving herself only perhaps an inch of
Control,
ice.
Just to the nose.
Doesn't anticipate much
Don't
movement
jump it
at all
because
here.
It falls. And a couple licks will bring it back out, so no jumping. All right, control.
Asking for a control weight.
Yep. Yup. 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 Right up. No roll.
Nice control weight. Williams hits and stays in the back of the 12-foot ring. Kendra Lilly preparing for her final stone here in the first end.
Whoa. Whoa.
Just slight brushing. Successfully made.
Now comes the toughest shot of the end.
The rollout.
The rollout.
Rollout
Yeah.
blank.
I'm blue. Yeah. Me.
Now, Chris, I believe that the Williams rink through 8 consecutive interns and the Lilly rink through 8 consecutive outturns.
Yeah.
I don't know what you read from that, but
No.
Firm. Roll out.
tempted blank here by Williams. Last stone in the first end.
Yep. Hard. Hard, Joe.
Oh.
Hard. Hard, Joe. Go, 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 go.
Oh. And it hangs on in the back of the rings for a single point.
Good on, guys.
I don't think you'd feel too bad about being on the scoreboard first, so even though her intent was to blank the end.
Yeah. I mean, like it's so, like, be able to. Yeah. No, but
There are lots of statistics that indicate if the team that scores first has a better chance of winning in curling and in most sports, really. So.
Line's nice.
Except perhaps in basketball where there's so many points scored.
Top four. Where is it? 4, 5.
Megan Westland, pardon me.
Hey, car.
Just
Hey, car. I get
and
Nibbles the button.
we may have another end.
just normal.
Updating sheet 6. Tracy Horgan Score is a point, drawing against 2 in the first end against Laura Payne.
Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What? That's a
Nice shot.
nasty roll
Normal.
if you're Jessica Williams.
Somebody asked why they were rushing all the way down, but I guess to get a nibbler on the 12-foot, Chris.
Yeah. Megan Westland, one of the
Yep.
few.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. 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 Hard.
Lots of rotation on this stakeout.
Well
Nice
done.
shot. Good seat, girls. You guys want to go here or corner? Okay, that side. I'm just gonna
Little
So-
switch in strategy here.
No, no, it's okay.
Calling for the corner guard
Where? Hi.
with that Williams rock just in the 12-foot rings.
Just halfway. Looks like a lot.
Here's a Keffer.
You come back here. Yep.
Now this looks like it's a little heavy. It's going to catch the
Yep. 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 Hard.
house here.
Okay. Control.
Second, Joanne Comey. Hope I'm saying that right.
I think you are, Chris.
Whoa. Yep. 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 Oh, clean. 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 Down a bit. Clean. Nice shot, Joe. Good one, Joe.
And Joe makes a dandy.
Yep, nice control weight there.
It like
Normal.
went wide, and then it like hit a spot where it started to curl with that down weight. It looked like it was gonna go, and then when you put a couple licks, it just falls right back.
Yeah.
So very sensitive.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Very.
Just
very
listening in on Jessica's comments on the ice. It is sensitive to release and weight, so
Okay.
And
another.
catches a nibble. Edge of the 12-foot.
Normal. Whoa. Whoa.
Joanne asking to remove this biter.
You got a piece. Just want to curl up a little bit more. I'd like to stick around at most. Sit down, baby.
And Lilly
That's okay, Joe. Nice shot.
rushing that rock out of the rings.
Like back 4, back 8.
Staying aggressive here, trying to draw, perhaps corner freeze on that rock in the 12-foot.
Second, Oysem.
Lots of line. No line. Whoa.
This rock is not moving a great deal here.
Just a shade warm.
Very weight sensitive, Chris, as we saw in the 2 draws yesterday. He picked that weight up just a little bit, and the rock is going to run for you. Will not get the curl that you anticipate. So
Where?
Carly Andrews
Looks hot.
being asked to split the house.
Looks hot.
This
Looks through.
sweeper is just walking beside it, so that doesn't bode well for the resting place of this blue stone, which is
Thanks, Kendra.
back to the hack. Sarah Potts trying to use that William stone as some backing.
Line's good.
This has a better line than
Roll if you can. Hard! 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 All the way, go, 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 go!
could be running out of rings here.
Great shot. You double it out, it's okay.
Pretty fair shot, Chris.
Normal.
Pretty difficult to remove that. You could see them all fly here.
Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Carly Andrews, her final stone here. And number 2.
Nice shot, Carly.
Oh, and the back one managed to hang around.
Like back 8.
Sarah Potts once again being asked to draw down to that William stone in the
Oh yeah, it's right up.
back of the house with the in-turn. Probably got a good read for weight on her first stone.
Roll if you can.
Kick looked like you had lots in your kick. You know, for your first.
Oh.
Looked like you had- That's what I felt like, but
And overthrown, and the similar result. When you pick that weight up a little bit, you're not going to get the movement that you want. Struggling a little bit with draw weight.
you guys are okay? Yeah. Huh? So what are you thinking? Well, Carly said she'd do a 96 on hers. But she looked like she was hot. Like her kick out seemed heavy. So
So, Chris, the force is definitely on here if
just need paint. So
Jessica can draw in for second shot. Get
I
lots
did.
of separation between her stones.
Let it curl up.
Getting a reading on the weight here on this draw shot. Sweeper's just following the rock down.
Oh
Four-
wow.
14.3 is the time between hogs that I got, so
Go hard, Sarah.
Whoa,
Hard,
Carly, I
hard,
want to
hard,
stick
hard,
around.
Hard.
My.
What was that?
so we know the ice is very fast, and the girls have to pick up on that.
It's there.
That's pretty normal. Don't even touch it. It seems like it's sliding.
It's flying. It's back.
So once again, the blank is back in play.
Don't need no help.
All right, there itself.
Kendra would like to hit and stay with this to force Jessica to deal with it.
Yeah. Like I barely even kicked out. Holy shit.
Asking for control, normal weight being asked for.
Bad about this kicking. Oh yeah.
Clean.
Oops, sorry, Sarah.
Good result.
This side, because I know how it's curling up. So control.
So the in-turn, out-turn continues.
It does, yeah.
Nice to the face of the rock.
I think we noticed that yesterday when we were covering Williams' game. They
Just
It's rather unusual for majority of hits
Let's do it
to be
soon. It
played
does
from the
hang
inside
perfect.
towards the outside.
Start to finish near the end, so don't drop
Most
it.
competitive teams like the outside in option because, as I mentioned yesterday, optically it looks better.
Left, right, so make sure
At
that
least it
pass
did
goes
when I
back.
was playing, Chris. But there are always two options, and the one you feel comfortable with is the one you're going to choose. So.
Whoa.
Heard a whoa there.
Whoa. Clean.
Job done.
I don't think it should fall. So just a tiny bit less.
You'll see Kendra pick her weight up here a little bit.
Oh, maybe you can have some love to shoot. Just a little.
Ice right on the side of the rock.
I don't know where you've been. Is that who?
Wanting to blank this end.
Here I am cracking dirty jokes with the mic on.
Final stone here in the second
I
end.
hope so. Whoa! Well, if not, I got some entertainment. Alright, girls, same thing.
Well thrown. Blank in. And number 2, Kendra Lilly will continue with the hammer here in end number 3.
Yeah, I mean, even considering that, getting out with a blank. Top house!
Chris, the talk before the competition
We'll see where this ends at.
from the amateur odd makers suggested that perhaps the Lilly rink would be
Around for
one
this
of the two favorites. The obvious favorite, I think, in everyone's mind is
Line's nice.
Tracy Horgan, with a vast amount of
Where is
experience,
it?
already having competed in one
Let it curl up a
Scotties.
little bit if you can.
A memorable defeat
in the provincials.
in the provincials. I believe it was 3 years ago when
Right here. Come on.
She beat Rachel.
Rachel
fine.
Holman
Fourth
was seemingly in total control of that game, and
Top 12, top 8.
Terza being asked to throw the corner guard here.
Looks like a lot.
Sweepers indicated that there's lots of weight on the shot.
Shot. Okay. I don't mind doing this.
Stopped short of the ring, so it's definitely a usable corner guard.
And Jessica's asking to go around that one, which
It's a bit of an unusual call, but
Lots of line. Lots of line. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's got to really curl, girls.
clears the guard by a fair amount.
Nice shot.
Unfortunately, stops behind the tee line.
Just come here. We tap it back a bit and roll this way. I know, but then if we go right in front of that.
It's definitely a good
So I'd rather
situation
try
here.
this now or come back here.
Good situation for Lilly here with that rock going past the tee line.
as you can see from our screen, the Oregon Payne game is now tied up at 1 apiece. Laura drawing for 1 against Couple biters.
Room. Lots of room. Kaylee, come back here then. Yep.
Keffer being asked to draw it
Freeze it.
to the back one.
Yep. You are. Go hard. All the way. Go, 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 go. Okay.
And stops in the 4-foot rings
No, I
first.
don't mind this.
Shot rock.
3/4 open, but
I like control.
there you go.
It's a half a rock. Nope, I like this. No freeze. They're above the tee line. Just control.
Be careful that she doesn't run it back on her own here. Joanne Comey.
Control down. Yup, yup. Hard. Hard, hard. Every inch hard. Hard.
Very close, that guard.
Hard.
Just squeezes
Whoa.
by.
Hard, Jess. That's nice.
Jams on the back one, but is still laying 2 here. Very close to that guard.
Oh. Again, the
Board.
swing to
Yep,
the
room.
outside is fairly prominent, and
You have room. Okay.
see most
Board, I think.
Oisem, bien.
I'd like to get the roll either way, I suppose, Chris.
No. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Little row. Okay. Sorry. That was
Might have missed the sweeping on that.
Don't mind this, Joe.
A few licks of the broom, they might have got maybe
Just a little cover.
part of the rock hidden behind the
I
blue.
still like
So
to come at this way with it. Yeah, just a bit. Yeah. Control.
they sure like this intern, Chris.
Oh. They're prominent. As a
Yup. Yes.
It's whatever team feels comfortable with, I suppose.
yeah.
Hard! 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 Right up! Hard! Hard, Carly, hard!
And just that's what I'm still working on, Ray, to find out with my Thursday guys which turn we like. We still don't know, so
How many years have you been working on this, Chris?
what 30. Oh,
Some things were never meant to be known, I suppose. But
Oisem,
Oisem
Whoa!
taking out to lay 2 here for the Lilly team.
Yep! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sorry, Oi. That's good, I think. Sits. Okay.
oh yes.
That's a little up. Uh-oh. We can play this
Just
one?
struggling a bit to get the right angles on those
I
hits.
hit a quarter of it. Gotta watch the jam. Why don't we draw? You want to draw, Jess? No, I don't want to draw.
Okay.
They have hammer and they're sitting 2.
Well, it's probably as good an explanation as anything.
Yeah.
You want normal? Yes.
Bit of a danger here of jamming, but
Whoa. Whoa.
I thought you may have played the back one first, Chris, but
at least from our vantage point, it looks like the.
Either way, we're catching something here. That's fine.
Because I think a hit and roll would have jammed.
yeah, it
Most of
was
the time.
the angle was there for
Just top 8.
certainly the opportunity for that to happen.
Sarah's going to duck around that corner. Being asked to duck around that corner. So.
Let's see how much finish they get on this, Chris. She's got about 4.5 feet of ice here.
Room. Lots of room.
It's been running reasonably straight thus far in this game. But
Whoa, just top 8. Looks like 10. Whoa.
once again, nowhere near the guard.
Behind it.
And just comes a little bit deep.
Yeah,
I think part of it might be like with only 2 sheets on the ice,
don't mind doing this.
and I think it's
Sit behind, please.
fairly brisk outside. It might be tough
I still
to
want to get rid of it.
keep the temperature and the ice warm enough to get that swing. That
Yeah, she
Brent.
had just enough draw there too, Chris, that
Control.
there's no a chance of that inside roll behind the corner guard. So, and that was fairly important. She can't. There's no double here, so just hoping to hit and stay and make Lilly make a pass at it here.
Whoa! No! No! Yup, yup! Yeah! Whoa! Yup! Whoa! Take the roll, Joe. Take the roll. Go,
Panic
go,
there
go,
for
go,
a
go,
while,
Go,
but-
go.
Very nice shot.
Good shot. Good sweep, girls. Just right on the nose. All right, normal.
Sarah Potts being asked to hit and stay here.
Easy. This is not finishing
Keep
well.
that
Whoa!
I don't want to risk bringing
chance of a deuce alive.
Whoa!
I want to wait for a miss. Normal. So look here.
Sometimes emotions get a little carried away, Chris. We apologize to anyone who may be a little offended by that.
That's why I didn't want to draw.
Draw was really
Preferred hitting.
dangerous.
Because I didn't want to risk bringing 3 into play.
Well, here comes an out turn. I believe it might be the first that
Because I
Jessica
said that
and her
Ken's
team have
throwing
thrown
it
this.
very high, so. All right, so just normal.
We'll see if she remembers how to
No,
throw this
Carly,
turn.
Give me a little bit more. A little bit more. That's good. Don't jump it. We haven't really played anything out this way yet, so just stay close.
It should run fairly straight if you.
Yeah, Jessica's throws positive weight, so
Whoa. Nope. Got peace.
Definitely going to remove it.
I think
Yeah.
just from
I think
watching,
at the
it
end I just
might have
pushed
set
it,
that
pushed
back
it out a
just a
little bit.
little when she threw it.
Yeah, I think that's fairly consistent. She has that inside-out motion. I noticed in the game yesterday, so
Sorry there. At the end, I think
She
I
has
jumped
to
it a
be
little bit. No?
probably aware of that. That's her natural
My extended
delivery.
put it out a smidge.
Much like
Probably a little firm, eh? You got time on it?
Right up here.
much like the Holman team have that definite inside-out release, and Rocks have a tendency to run pretty straight. Kendra Lilly attempting to draw around that corner guard.
Mine's good.
Still with a deuce in her mind here. Possible deuce.
Hard! 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 Hard!
Just a little light there. I got 15 and a half seconds, and that's not quite that fast. So 15 and a half, 15.5 between hog lines.
Okay. Curls
May have been
nice
fooled by
Take a break.
3 or 4 draws that were heavy. Communication between
All right, girls. I just want paint.
That one's
sweepers
fair.
and
Yeah.
players are very important on this game at this level, at this competitive level.
That front yellow is.
Put
This
me
is
in the
pretty
paint,
important to
and
get
then we
this.
have nothing
It
to
is.
hit.
I think the split is available if.
Oh, it's eminently available, Chris. That's
It's the
410?
strengthen your stopwatch.
Oh.
You're over the
It may be a little
you're over
cleaner
the
out
paint.
this way, so. Okay, let's make it good, girls. Give me paint.
last stone here for Williams. As Chris mentioned, very important that she
Line's good.
stays somewhere in the rings.
Line's good. Take a look.
Sweeper's just
Got room. It's all Got room.
lightly
It's
sweeping
there.
here.
Let it curl in. Let it curl. Let it finish. Fit for line. Yep. Yeah. Bury it. You're by.
Clock indicates this should be good weight.
No, it's fine. Okay, that's good.
Not bad.
Good call, girls.
About half buried, but
What you got, half?
I don't. She wasn't too concerned about getting too close to that front yellow, so.
Yeah. Well, she hit a part of it behind that guard. Makes the blank attempt, just a little more difficult here.
Yesterday you were just like wrapped up into everything. Why does yours cover and mine doesn't?
You know, that guard comes into your view, when you're setting up in the hack. And
So yeah,
Nice.
Jessica's shot actually pretty decent shot.
Well, if you were a really good teammate, you could fix that. You want me to take it off? Put that.
Here we go.
I'll take
a
it
lot of weight here.
off. Easy. Only a fifth, eh? Only?
Well thrown, Rock.
Nice shot.
Lots of confidence in that shot. Didn't hesitate. Came down through that good peel weight. And achieves the blank in, which lets her maintain last rock here. So at the end of 3, low scoring affair here, Chris. 1-0 in favor of Jessica Williams and her team.
Jessica doesn't waste any time. She
No,
curls up fat,
no.
ready to play. Not even having a little huddle with the other.
It appears that none of the teams so far have been challenged by the time clock. At least we haven't noticed anything like that.
Over on sheet 6, Ray, N3 was blank, so
Top house.
we're tied at 1.
Okay, 2.
Laura Payne and
Slide.
Tracy Horgan.
Line's nice. Line
Just
is nice.
in case some of you
This
haven't
way,
been
on top floor.
watching
Go, Carly.
competitive curling for the last couple of years, the timing system that we use now in these competitions
Very
has
nice weight,
changed,
Megan.
Chris, if you want to explain how.
Oh, don't lead me into that.
Normal.
It's called thinking time now, so the time between the rocks coming to rest and the delivery of the other one, that is the actual time. And I don't know how long it is. It's about 30 minutes, maybe?
I believe it is 33 minutes. I might be wrong there too. We'll try to snag one of these officials that are right next to us here.
Hard, Oi. Hard. Okay. Just control, Megan.
The one advantage of that, Chris, is the fact that
Control.
if a team is forced to play a lot of soft shots and draws and that, if they're behind in the game, they're not penalized. They're not
Correct.
penalized for the amount of time that it takes a rock to travel down the ice.
Control.
It's only the thinking time between shots that accumulate against the time clock. So
Megan,
Oh, yes.
Megan's
Yes.
Girls got to work on this one.
Hard. Every inch, hard. Hard.
Good brushing there by the girls.
Excellent. And just
Good shot, Megan.
Just might have got that going a tad.
right out of her hand. They were on.
Kept her attempting the corner guard. On the intern side here. Sweeper's indicating about halfway between the hog and the house. Well done.
T-line, top 8.
You know, if the corner had been thrown on the other side, Chris, may have forced the Williams rink to throw more out-turds, which we kind of suspect is not their favorite choice of turds, but
Line's tight.
you know, a wise old skip might have picked up on that, but
Yes! Yes! Hard! Take the roll off, Carly.
Actually, that's probably a better shot than going behind it at this point, I think.
yeah.
I think Kendra.
Well, it was a good,
Kendra
very
obviously
good,
wants to play to the wings.
yeah, very good plan B there. Having her own color up there in front of the rings.
Yeah.
Boy, Sam, Brienne.
Should be quick out here. Whoa. Yeah! Oh, yeah.
Well, that
Whoa.
definitely
Whoa.
picked.
Oh,
Hold on. Okay.
Fortunately, but ending up in a fairly good position there, just short of the top of the 12
There
foot.
we go.
That is splittable too, Chris.
yeah.
It's always a danger. First time this game that we've seen some debris get under a
For
stone
one.
and
Roll for line. Roll for line.
kill the shot.
Yeah. Whoa. 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 Stop. Okay, yes, now. Hard. 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 Drag it. Come on. Hard. Girls, line's really good. Come on. Get something out of this. Come on. Hard. 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 Good.
And just gets a nibble at the front.
Might be able to squeeze in behind. If you clip that, that's fine. Control. You have like 3/4.
Lily, a little concerned about those rocks short of the rings, and I don't blame her.
Just control.
Asking to remove the biter and hopefully save her shooter somewhere over in the other side of the rings here.
Hard. Whoa. Whoa.
It's going to hit the top one here.
Okay.
Didn't work out too badly.
This is okay. Right here. Okay. Control.
It's funny she's ignoring that
Oh, she's
lily
going.
stone.
Oh, she's going after
You
it.
need a roll to get in.
Oh, pardon me. I got my numbers mixed or colors mixed up here.
Carly Andrews.
Whoa. Close. Whoa. Whoa. Don't touch.
Definitely out there.
Just shoving it at the end there.
Getting them out too wide. It's okay, Carly.
And explanation
Well,
provided?
that's been a fairly consistent
Yeah.
release for
Carly.
Carly, as explained by Jessica, telling us as she normally does exactly what's happening out there.
Here's Sarah Potts.
Close. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Kendra.
It's a good shot. Takes that guard off
I don't mind this. 'cause
center
it's
line and
available.
rolls over to position just short of the
No.
rings.
But it's close. They can probably get a split off there. We can go here. I don't mind this. Or we can go here.
Three options they're talking about.
Yeah.
Normal.
I kind of like what you said at the beginning.
Yeah, and she
Have a bit left.
reverts to that original thought that she had.
It's a little
It's
late.
a dangerous.
Yeah. And it's late in the end, so.
No, don't touch it. No
Lots
touch.
of weight here again.
It's gonna be thin. Okay,
Oh well.
Try.
Might have to bring that weight down a little bit, and it's definitely very positive here.
Yeah, for line. Hard.
This is starting to go.
Hard. 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 You gotta roll it off. You gotta roll it off. Hard, 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 hard.
Just a bit on the light side there, Chris, and
remember, did you see where she had the broom flap? Probably not, I didn't see it. I think about there. The weight would have been great if it got back.
So
William-
Jessica's stepping out here a little on this one.
Just come hard at
well,
the
we're
end.
down to Skip Stones, and I think that's
Right,
probably a
someone
good call here.
This one's a little further up than the other one was.
So that's to make sure she gives herself enough ice that she doesn't
Just top house. Don't
promote
bring it
that lily rock. That's
out.
it's only 6 inches or 8 inches in front of the ring, so it wouldn't take much of a tap to get that into the 12 foot. So about 4 inches outside the center line.
Lots of room.
Hasn't left that center line yet.
Lots of room. Hard.
Sit down. God damn it. Frick. What was that?
Yeah, girls may have forgotten that they're wearing microphones here. But we may remind them after the game.
Just
You know what, Chris? They're just every bit as competitive as we are, and sometimes
Sure.
that's a tough shot. You got to make sure you don't get the yellow, and
yeah.
if you leave it wide open, Kendra can do the hit and roll. So
Well, so you got two options. You can play right to the freeze on the back one, or try to get around that short corner that she has up there.
Well, that one, you were
Mine's good.
out and with the shove on that last one.
Lots of line here.
Figure it out. That's okay. though. Like hard. 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 Joe, how much?
Pretty good shot. She gets partially hidden behind her own guard.
Actually came down. Bumper. This
His shot stone, so Williams has to deal with it.
bumper. I like that.
Just discussing what kind of weight to toss at this.
There.
Mentioned bumper weight. I want to bring her weight down.
I don't think at least we hit some of it. Get it out. Push the core away, and that's good. Got it.
Definitely more ice than she's been giving her team for takeouts. Once again, that guard catches your eye when you're in the hacks on lining up the shots, so could be a bit of a distraction.
Whoa, just clean. Whoa, right off. Right off. Get ready to sweep, Carly.
That was a
Took a long time
Yeah.
to make that move at the end, but job done.
Sorry, I didn't make you guys work there. All of it.
I think
I got the room on that.
initial reaction was to draw, but
For as much as I thought
Kendra
it was going to
conceded
there.
the entire stone, so she is elected to attempt a blank, maintain that last rock
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
situation.
Definitely.
Clean.
Oh, just touches it.
That one tracked all the way down.
Hey girls, sit down. Same thing. I'm not changing it up.
Like why?
Okay. Wow.
It looked like she threw it well, but she had a little more ice than she's been giving herself.
That one's,
It just didn't come up for her.
and that was pretty big weight.
It was peel
Go
weight.
for it, Megan.
Oh no.
Well,
Straight over the two.
What?
What?
Don,
There was only yeah, just one. Yeah. So the numbers that you're hanging represent.
Don knows. Don knows.
I think he was having a little fun with the girls, wasn't he? Anyhow,
Top four.
it is 2-0 after that steal of a single in the fifth.
And
Pardon
see,
me, that's the fourth end. He's got the wrong. Having some difficulty getting the scoreboard corrected. Who's that, Chris?
Donnie Ballouse.
Yeah, it just needs to stick around.
Now that everybody
I was
knows.
like, why are you calling my name?
Well, he might
Tracy,
get
Tracy Horrigan
Yeah.
takes a 2 in the fourth end to
Way.
take a 3-1 lead over Laura Payne from North Bay. Terza Keffer throwing up a corner.
Mine's good.
Yeah, you gotta get it up center.
Here, I go.
That corner is a little longer than they've been throwing for most of the game here, but
And
Meg-
Just top 12. Line's nice.
Megan Westland being asked to
Just top 12. 4.
put a second rock in the rings,
Line's
take
okay.
play away from that corner guard.
Even tight's fine, but I want it tight if it's a guard. Take a look. Right here, girls. Line's phenomenal. Yeah, let's go. Get tight. Right tight. Go, 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 Joe, go. Nice shot, Megan. Good sweep, girls.
Very good shot.
Yep.
I know I kicked it. I was just walking.
I think you'll see Kendra becoming much more aggressive now, Chris, being down that second point. Very aggressive call here.
Yep. Whoa, whoa. Room. Line's great. Line's great. Easy. Easy. That's fine. Great throw.
Nice shot. Comes up a little short, but it.
Worst shot. We can go here. It's either here or I'd go here. You like this?
Yeah, so do I.
I don't mind it. They're just top 8. But if we can get here before them,
Just save it.
I don't mind this.
Okay.
A little discussion on the call, and I happen to like this call too, Chris. Keep the metal to the pedal, as they say.
We're a little wide.
I think
here.
it's pedal to the metal, but that's okay.
Should be all there.
We got
What did
lots
I
of
say?
girls. We've got
What did I say? The pedal to the.
Keep the metal
Gotta
to the
really
pedal.
come.
Anyway, this one's hanging out,
Coming
Ray.
down.
It's-
Where is it?
Line only.
It's all there by itself, it looks like, so. Don't want to create a pocket.
Exactly.
That's the thing. I want her to come down to anything. That's good. That's fine.
Nice shot. Let's take a peek here. See around half, perhaps. Maybe a little more.
Try and cross it.
Yep.
Will this be open then?
The
Will
di-
this be open? You could just make a pocket.
little concerned about that
If we'd have to go this way then.
center guard here. It's in very good position for Williams.
Normal. I don't think we're playing to the end or something. He's like, whoa! Yep! Hard! Hard!
It's,
It works out pretty good.
Sorry. We're still a shot. We're 1-3.
let's see. Our Confederation College group. I'd like to thank them for setting all this up.
Oh yeah,
Ray.
they've been terrific. I'll tell you. State-of-the-art equipment. Maybe not quite state-of-the-art announcing crew, but
I was going to.
Line only.
Yep. Yeah, it's got to be here. Hard. Hard, girls. Hard. Drag it hard. Line's really good. Whoa. 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 Oh, it's good. It's really good.
Want to do the same thing?
It's around the same spot. Maybe a little more
Yeah.
buried. Just a touch. Gonna run this one again.
pretty important that she actually runs it straight back, and which I think is what she's playing, the run back.
OSM.
Whoa. Whoa.
It's not coming up here.
Just
Really? How much can you see, Carly?
A quarter.
A quarter?
See there. Are they short?
No, we're 1, 2, and 4.
Then why don't we just guard or something?
Like, I don't mind going here.
Do you want to guard?
I don't mind this. I was just thinking if we can get just with control weight,
That's risky.
you can,
Are we gonna?
because it's such a
jam?
high guard.
Are we
You
gonna
can get
jam?
around with it with controlled weight. No, I don't want to play bumper because if it overcurls, she'll jam. So it's either got to be control or normal.
Why don't we just guard?
kind of like that myself.
Like, I don't mind the guard.
This looks like a jam all day.
If it's going to be a guard, it has to be a 3 or 2.5.
Yeah. I can't really see much of that one. So I'd
What?
rather guard.
Okay.
From our vantage point, the yellow looks like being hit would go right onto that blue a majority of the time.
Definitely angled that way.
This looks like a good shot to me.
Line's nice.
She is laying first and second shots, so can keep
Whoa,
a
it's got to curl. Yeah,
lot,
go,
lot
go,
of
go,
pressure
go,
on
Drag it as far as you can. Go.
Kendra Lilly.
Hard, hard. Every inch, Megan, go hard, hard. Hard, hard, Joe, go, Joe, go, 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 go. Okay, good sweep, girls.
That was a good
Nice
shot.
Carly.
Gets it partially hidden.
Which eliminates the double.
I think we gotta try it.
I think it's pretty hard. Going to be pretty hard to.
You can even just play back line. Just back line.
I don't know if she's got enough room for a back line there, Chris. She has to get fairly close to that guard, I think.
Whoa.
Big shot here in the fifth end.
Sarah Potts.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Sorry, Kendra. I'm kind of your way. Sorry.
Definitely setting up a double here now.
Firm.
Said normal.
I think you can even probably, you got to hit this one first.
Yeah.
Firm. You can see 3/4.
Yeah. Okay.
Lots of room.
Yup, yup.
Called for immediate sweeping here.
Hard, 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 right up, hard, hard. Okay.
It's not bad.
No, it's okay. It
Leaves a little port for the shot stone, but
No, this is shot.
be a little tough to get through. But
and the danger is if she hits the
top blue.
top one, she's going to eliminate her own.
This angle, it looks like it'll probably clip this. At least.
That's not a bad setup for the Jessica Williams team right now.
Oh, I would have preferred that for sure.
I think she has to make a play on it. She doesn't have any other option there, Chris, from what I can see. So, yeah.
The only thing is, I think we
Maybe
have to
had
just
another
wait to
push.
get through here.
Put more of weight. It would have came across. No, it was close. Like they dragged it pretty far.
Well,
Good
it's like-
dragging ice, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're in a really good spot. It's not easy to get into that hole. So yeah.
Just Jessica explaining exactly the right scenario.
That might squirt out though, and then they're sitting free.
I don't think I can hit that without that yellow one jamming on that back blue one.
I think we should try this.
Both, yeah.
No, because then she just sinks there. Or she could just come and sit right here for two, and then we're screwed. I think we got to get rid of this.
My ears are just.
If we have a chance to get this rock out of the four. What weight do you think?
You're like, no, I'm like, I'm just rubbing my ears. You're like, ew. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Disgusting. I know you are. Moral of the story.
It's pretty tight to go through that way, the way the guards are staggered.
1 minute. 1 minute.
Like, if you tick that blue, it's not going to change this very much. Normal?
You only had 1 minute?
Okay.
They've decided on getting out that back one, Ray.
Yes, they did, Chris, and not much option. She has a chance at it, and
Yeah! Yeah! Whoa! Off!
that's about the best she could hope for there, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is, we make a play at this. This is. No, I'm just looking. Let me look at the angles. That's a lot. Yeah, can we play this? I don't know if I even get as much as I can. This is still a backing game. But if we were to play it, this would, I'd roll here. Still jamming. But, however, it would be in the open. And we'd be blocking the 4 foot from them.
There you go.
The thought about me playing a hit at this, if I hit it, and obviously if it comes back and jams here,
What?
we block the 4 foot to them.
Yeah, but because he's a nice
This will be out in the open hit.
My
However I do that, she's got to draw.
I don't think that she can take a pass
if
at this
I
one.
can block it here,
Really.
makes it harder for her.
As she's explaining, that
Okay.
sort of sounds.
How much can you see? More than half?
Is there any chance you can make this angle raise and be laying 2?
I think that's what
Like it was
she's.
control or normal?
You know, even if she jams on the blue stone on the back.
Yeah, I don't mind
The
control.
blue she promoted on the yellow would be buried, really, it looks to me.
The thing is that I need
Well, it's shot rock. She has to.
I can hit as
I
Move
don't
it
think she
off.
has much of an option here.
if that's possible. We might be able to scoot it back.
Discussion, more or less, would be on the weight that she has to throw.
If not, we should have jammed the nose here if I get in the open.
There.
That's okay.
Control.
Run straight. So right for the hog line, it'll cut over.
Pardon?
Ronnie, run.
Maybe a little bit more, Carly. A little bit more. That's good. Control.
Well, Jessica's decided to
We can hit
raise her own on a shot rock
That yellow 5.
with hopefully rolling behind the corner bluestone and laying 2. Difficult shot, but probably no other option but to play this. This is all weight here.
Whoa! Whoa! Yep! Yep! Whoa! 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 No!
Lots of weight.
It did skirt past that one. Oh,
Yeah, well, they were looking at that angle for a long time and wondering if it was going to slide past that, but
We're bending like crazy.
good shot.
oh. Fifth end break is now on sheet 6. Fifth end was blanked, so As the teams take their break, it is Tracy Horgan from
A drastic amount more.
up on Laura Payne by a score of 3-1.
Okay, so then obviously.
Two very low-scoring games here this afternoon.
Right around at.
Kendra's going to
Oh yeah. I was pretty sure that we could get that.
draw around.
It was just all dependent on where you hit.
And actually the blue that Jessica hit is,
Guard was super high.
for the most part, 2/3 buried. So
I think
everything worked out well in that shot.
Yes, it did.
to me in my book that was very good.
Sweepers are
Line's good.
lately dusty in this one.
Top 4.
Waiting for the stone to make its move here.
Got it, Pearl. Got to bury it. Go.
How much can you see? Half?
Okay, half.
Got about half hidden behind that
There?
guard.
Fortunately, it went behind the tee. Jessica's going to choose to bump it out rather than possibly draw down to it.
The other option would be to draw in front of that or just tap it back.
Thinking about tightening it up. A little less. Yeah. I like that better.
But she feels she can
She does like
remove that
She
stone.
does like hitting.
Yes, she does,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yep, yep! Yeah! Hard! Woo!
Oh, excellent shot.
Coming in so nice and tight, I was like, maybe we can get around. Make it harder. Good end, girls. What? I make you guys sweep? Oh, no, I know. That's when you play. Yeah.
So Kendra Lilly is now looking at a 3.
Oh, 2 minutes, so we gotta be in the half goal. Is this just me thinking on those couple of shots? We got 2 timeouts. We're not bad. We got 20 minutes. The 2 timeouts, we're fine. Just pick it up.
And here's Kendra's final stone,
Super hard.
the
Okay.
5th end.
Yes.
Girls are working it hard.
Hard. Whoa.
And this looks like a
Good end, girls.
good shot. So the Kendra Lilly team scores 1 in the 5th. The girls will have their 5th end break. Score is
Thank God we're at
Jessica Williams 2, Kendra Lilly 1. So I'll turn it over. I'd like to take this time during the break to thank our streaming host,
I don't know why I'm touching
curlingzone.com. Thanks so much for
So it's down there.
what you do. And now it's time for the break. I'll get ready to go over some of our sponsors for us.
And of course, kudos to our title sponsor, T-Baytel, for being a very supportive corporate citizen of curling and a lot of other activities here in Thunder Bay. Team sponsors are listed here: Lakehead Printing, Compugen, simplifying the business of technology, A to Z Rentals, a firm that's been here in the Thunder Bay area for a long time, Superior Coatings, superior paints of all kinds and descriptions for Thunder Bay.
No, we're tight on time.
DRD Construction Services, Hewlett Packard, familiar name in the computer industry, The City of Thunder Bay, always a good corporate sponsor with curling competitions that we have in this area. And last but not least, the wonderful people from Confederation College, Mike Moore and his gang, who have done this numerous times. Wonderful equipment here, knowledgeable people, and really great people to work with. So there we go. We were in the middle of our fifth end break, and we'll return in a couple of minutes to a game that's very close here. Jessica Williams leading Kendra Lilly by a score of 2-1. We'll see you in a couple of minutes.
You wanted to hit it a little bit more, but it just ran straight. Worked out great. Okay. So we won't change anything. Let's keep to the plan that we're doing because it seems to be working. Heather? Oh, yeah. There already are.
Trying to make its move here. Partially hidden behind that center line guard.
How much can you see?
Right on the T line.
Okay.
Just a bite of the button.
I made it back, Ray.
Thank you, Chris.
Good crowd upstairs. Took
Good.
me a long time to grab our coffees.
Thought you ran out on me there for
Yeah.
a second.
No, there's lots of people in the bleachers and good turnout.
Whoa! Board up. Yup, yup, yup! Yes! Hard!
Sweeping hard to get by this guard.
Hard! Hard on the roll, Carly. Hard on the roll. Go, go, go. Hard, go. Go, 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 go. Good shot, Joe.
I almost get tired listening to Jessica.
Yeah.
If I was the front end, I'd be tired.
OSM 1. Attempt at a
Yeah.
intern takeout here. This looks like it's kind of floating out there a little bit. In danger of contacting that guard, and she does that. Again, a lot of weight there, Chris, and
I like this.
Yeah,
Joe.
there's no forgiveness. at
no,
all.
there isn't. You bring that weight up tall, it just tends to run straight as an arrow. advantage Williams here. Trying to get one socked in behind that center guard.
Yep. Just line. Line only. Whoa. Okay, yep, let's play it.
Lots
Come
of
on,
room
back.
past
Yep.
the guard.
Drag it.
It's trying to make its move here now.
I wanna not leave a double. That's the thing. Leave it. That's good. That's fine, Joe.
Comes the rest. A little too close to her second shot now. Leaves a pretty easy double takeout here. But even if she is successful with the double, it should leave her shooter more or less wide open here.
Sarah Potts.
Ton of weight here.
Yeah, that was
Carly, right here is good. Even high, fine. This is fine. This is your time.
I don't know if she asked for that kind of weight because
no, that
Top 12 at most.
even a tighter shot, like, didn't get the guard out of the way either. Nothing good happened on that one.
no, it's just overthrown, I think, and
Whoa,
perhaps a
I
little
don't
bit
want it in.
wide as well. But
Just biting 12, if anything.
oh,
Then leave it be. Needs to curl a lot.
this could be.
Whoa. Don't touch it. Let it do its thing. It's got to curl. I want it high.
As
That's
mentioned,
fine.
Jessica
I don't
said
know.
she wants it high, and the higher the better here.
Very nice.
Pretty good situation. Lilly is forced to deal with those rocks.
Oh, just.
Same thing, Carly. Even a 2.5 is fine. Yeah.
Hoping for the run back double, unfortunately over curled slightly and did not make any contact with the rock in the forefoot.
Line's a little tight. We got more? Got it curl. Whoa, then let it be. No. Breathe to it if we're to it. It's got to curl up. We're going to come into
Danger
it.
here is coming in too deep once again.
Okay, that's fine.
Still leaves the double opportunity for Kendra.
Yeah, that rock could have been anywhere over the hog line,
Got to curl a lot.
making this run back a lot more difficult.
Just for yours, you got to take left side. For me, yeah. Because you have a softer handle. Like I do, like that, like if anything, that's fine where it is. I would prefer
It's
to
maybe her only opportunity to remove that
I gave you a little bit more
shot
height
rock.
because you're coming
This may be her only chance.
Well, I think so.
kind of compensate from you sliding a little, sliding in height.
No sweeping as yet. Has to curl up, but
Just. Oh, there's. And those biters keep piling up. But a good guard here ought to salt this one away.
good guard here may force Lilly into playing that long run back on the center line.
Or the end off. That yellow at 2 o'clock.
Okay, 2.
Probably important that Williams
Yeah,
actually
a little
gets
tuck
into the
inside.
house here. If she can hide a little bit
I
around
prefer to have
that,
it staggered so they don't. I don't want to show her any of it on this side though.
there's
Okay,
your
so
explanation. So,
higher the better.
So she's going.
yeah, so she's definitely opted for the guard here, Chris. So, a good guard will force Kendra into either, as you mentioned, the in-off.
You know what? This one could bury if the girls got in.
No, they were playing a guard all the way. So,
No roll. That's good. I like that.
Nice shot.
Just finished really hard at the end there in that last half of rotation. Yeah. That's great. I like that. Let's have a pull other side. It does come up nice on this side.
yeah, I'd like to
Just gotta
make
play
the
tight
scoring
with
area
that,
here a little
right?
smaller with a.
Yeah, force the one. It's not a bad.
I almost feel like I should have wired this thing down my shirt. Set it down my back, my jacket.
Next sheet on sheet
I'm used to it now.
6, Laura Payne scoring a single point in the 6th end, trailing Tracy Horgan of Sudbury by a score of 3-2. Another close match there.
It's gotta go. Very nice shot.
Dandy.
As good as
Just a bite
as
of
you
it.
can get.
Yeah, make that scoring area quite a bit smaller now. And
There. What do you think? Okay. There. Just they're like.
it's definitely there. She has to get fairly tight to that long Yellowstone. That's just over the hog line. Get a little bit of movement at the end. A good chunk of the 8-foot will give her a second point here. Not an easy shot, but definitely can be made. Having to go a little further out than
Again,
This is not curling at all.
but that's just that heavy weight, right?
yeah, I think so. She may have been a little bit outside as well.
Badly thrown stone. Sorry, girls.
Jessica takes full responsibility for that effort. So. Single point, I guess you could consider that a small victory for Lilly, giving up the single point to get the hammer back.
Yeah.
Megan Westland now. Sure being asked to put it in the 4-foot.
Top house, girls. I want paint.
You notice that she's throwing the out turn here.
I want paint. There's no paint on the I want this.
And again,
Good shot.
Megan's right on the
There, Megan.
Good
quiet,
shot, short of the tee line.
quietly having a great event.
It's the same. It is.
Seems she is a fairly quiet young lady. They don't pay me to say a lot, just to make a few shots here and there. Corner guard going up.
So what would be the Ray, the thought process of going behind this one, do you think, with Megan's rock,
Line's a little
Well, I
tight,
guess
as opposed to
but it's okay.
another
Line's
one
light.
out front of your, or
Where are we?
putting two in the
well,
house?
whenever I saw this played and discussed, it was generally
Just all wait.
an
Yep.
opportunity to choke off the come around. But
Okay.
the problem here is if you're deep, like
Hard, Carly, go.
I believe happened a couple of ends ago,
Go. Hard, girls. Right back. Go, 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 go. That's good. Nice shots. Good sweep, girls.
you don't see it called very often. I
was
know
just,
that.
yeah,
so.
I was just kind of,
When you're playing against your guarding, so why is it any different?
here's a Keffer.
When you're playing against forwards and you're guarding them, so it's like
The tap's a good option here because those rocks behind the tee line could be your friends, making it difficult for shots to be removed here.
Over on sheet 6, we're down to skip rocks and just one lone rock sitting top of the 4-foot. So this is, looks like every opportunity for another blank end
Well,
there
1,
over
2.
on sheet 6.
I don't mind this. Yeah. I like that. Just top 12. Just freeze it.
Pretty good result from that last stone. Corner frozen on the blue stone.
Line's a little tight.
Lily does have last rock here in the
Yeah, all the way. Hard. Hard for line.
7th.
Where is it? 3, 2. Okay, over and off. Over and off. Sit down.
Oh.
Yeah, that's okay.
OSM
Okay, ready.
is now
A little quicker, okay? We're down to 14 minutes. And we have
Again, this cannot be overthrown or else it'll
right?
have a tendency to run here.
Ready to go.
do the thing.
See, we got that one started, Chris.
I saw that, yeah.
No. I told her to just put her boots down.
I think just kept going.
But not all bad.
Here again, Joe.
Fully exposes the
I'm going to give you a little bit more ice, too.
raised tap there. For the time being, at least.
Joanne Comey. Real solid slide. She's got a great delivery.
Yeah, yeah. Line only. Yes, for line. Hard, yes, hard. Really hard for line. Come on, hard, girls. Hard. Hard, every inch. Hard. Oh, she's not getting the weight there. That's actually okay, Joe.
Is there a double?
Good sweep, girl.
That's pretty flat.
Thought that had a lot more. Felt like more than last one.
I don't know if the angle's right for that, Chris.
Yeah, no, I was just.
That's what they're discussing right now. Doesn't feel that the yellow will contact the black blue there. Once again, the brush right on the side of the stone.
Oisem.
Calling for normal hit weight here.
I don't mind this. We still one? We're one. Two? 2.5? Yeah. 2.5 at most, Carly.
Carly Andrews.
Line's nice, just for weight. No, I don't want a 3. All by itself. No, don't touch it. Good.
Nice shot.
Okay.
That's not as bad. Takes away any blue run back onto the yellow. Or maybe it sets it up.
I think it might be angled out.
Yeah, so that's.
I think if she hits that front blue on the nose, Chris.
No.
Again, from this distance, we can't really see the angles close enough, but I think it's definitely there.
She's taking a look at it. Yeah, you're right, Ray.
It could be angled up. And Sarah going down the ice to take a closer look here.
Can we hear their mics? Don't seem to be able to hear them.
Can't hear the mics. Got them turned down. He says you can't hear the mics. You got them turned right down.
Can you hear that?
Can you hear that? I can't hear Kendra talking. Can you? Oh, never mind. It's just me then. Yeah. No, yeah. Okay. Leave it.
Well, we're going to see what happens here. Maybe just trying to.
Oh.
Clears the front, exposing those two yellow stones.
I'm kicking the rocks. Yeah, I don't mind this. Yeah. We're 1-2. Okay. Control.
So Jessica indicated their first and second shots.
Yep.
That works.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, frick. It just picked. Yep. Yes.
This.
That picked like a big time.
I don't know if that picked Chris or
I didn't.
That's
I
a
couldn't
hard
tell the
one.
girls. It must have.
nowhere near making that shot.
Can you hear Jessica's?
Oh yeah. I was like a brutal pick, eh? Don't worry, I'll give you a cuss because I cussed. Oh, God. That could not have been a shittier time for a pick.
Well, this end certainly has turned around a little bit here.
Do that. But the thing is, now that jams. I go like,
Rocks are pretty well spread out here,
no, this is gonna jam. I can't afford
all
jam.
short
We
of
got lots
the
rocks in here.
all short of the tee line.
We can double off the top. That's gonna come down here. Might pick it.
Jessica, but I can't hear. You can hear
I think we need to eliminate some granite here. Or we're looking at a big
Maybe
one
that's
coming up.
good.
We can afford that. You guys like whipping? Kick.
But you could.
Firm.
I don't know. I can't distinguish one from the other.
We have to stick around. Around at all? This thing curls up. Watch that back one too, eh? You got the back one in the back of the house to think of. Yeah, go ahead.
I guess they're going to play on the center one there, Chris,
Oh,
and
it's at this. Yeah, trying for. There's only a double really here. You might.
I could hear.
Yep. 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 Whoa.
Good shot, removing two of the Lily stones. Still not out of the woods.
Caught the back one.
No sit here, and Lily
Would
will
have been nice.
In line.
be laying three here.
Oh.
So.
I'm not just cussing. Forget a mic. You have? So my S words are too bad then. They're a little more PG.
Chris. This whole end started by Jessica's decision to go around the corner guard.
Yes. And
Can I get the double? Oh, triple? Coming from this side? Catching this? I could probably scoot it across. I think it's worth a try. So I hit here, I think.
Williams looking at the possibility of a triple here.
Go there. Okay.
I don't know if she
You gonna throw firm at it again?
needs.
Pardon? Oh yeah, but I'm
No,
not.
Double
I-
would still leave her in control if she.
Yeah, I think
Double's
so.
great. Triple would be phenomenal. Okay, going for the double. possibly of how we hit it, we should grab all three.
So I think
This is firm weight, same weight I just threw. Just off nose on this side. Okay? Let's make this good, girls. You know what? Give me a little bit more. Yeah, that's good, because this side really comes up hard.
There is some separation between those two stones, so this is not a guarantee.
Yep. Yep. Hard. Whoa, whoa. Whoa.
Does make the double.
Whatever, I'll take it.
absolutely.
Not the double she intended, but
We got into some trouble there with that pick. It's only the pick screwed us. That's what happened.
limiting damage here anyway. It was a good shot.
Yeah, and that one really choked off the. Well, not so much. I see it's a 8-foot.
Just had a timeout was called on sheet 6 there, Chris.
It was a little stressful. It was too rock. At least I threw the
What do we got here?
Lots of yellows I can see. 3 anyway.
Because last night some of the big shots against Oregon, I wasn't throwing that weight, so.
And the blue off in the corner, but
Way to stay calm.
One of her options could be to play the takeout, but never hesitated. Put the broom down for the draw. So.
Hard, Carly.
and that's 2 points.
Yeah.
So 7th end. Kendra Lilly has tied the score at 3-3. And our score guys got it right this time. Go Dawn.
Nice shot, Kendra. I know, I heard you. You're like, there's no backing. That's what I was going to say.
Well, that's the difference in the game. Kendra makes her draw for 2, and Jessica's attempted 2 in the 6th was just a little hot. So
Very tight game here. It's a pivotal 8th end being played. Tears of Keffer lead for Kendra Lilly. Guard right on the center line. Megan Wesson being asked to draw around that center guard.
It's a little bit tight. Where is it? All there? Okay, don't leave it then.
just glancing over on sheet 6. Laura Payne with her first rock draws the 4-footer on the center guard, and I believe Tracy is laying 2 yellows off on the wings, so
It's okay, Megan.
they're almost an end ahead of our game.
Good shot of Williams coming behind the tee line.
There's a Keffer.
I like this. Tolerance to city here. Where is it? What? Where? Whoa, then. I want it here. Or high. There's no line. Do not want it deep. Don't touch it. Yep, that's fine. Really nice. Great shot.
Just about what Jessica called. Perhaps a little bit deeper, but Samoa.
Both skips working the shots out of the house. Over in sheet 6, Laura Payne has one lone rock in the 4-foot and not totally hidden. Tracy Horgan 4 scattered around the 12-foot. So
Where is it? Where? Gotta go for line. Gotta go
Joanne
line.
Comey.
Off the line! Whoa, whoa, wait. Whoa, whoa.
oh, look at this one. It's starting to come hard now.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay, get up. Yep. Every inch. Okay, whoa. That's good. That's fine.
That really snapped over there.
Just
Williams laying 2.
one on the 4-foot is exposed somewhat, but
Call is to draw through the hole to the blue shot rock just behind the tee line. Full 4-foot.
Oisem.
A lot of curling to do here. He's trying to get over there. Still trying to curl it. Didn't work out too badly.
Gorgeous.
Williams still laying
We're still
first and
1-2.
second shot.
We're 1-2. Yeah. I'm thinking here. Yeah, let's go. The only issue, it's gotta be up here. Higher the better.
Williams' team slightly concerned about time left on the clock. Heard them discussing getting the Hackby ready.
I think both teams have their full complement of timeouts left.
Higher the better. Line's nice. 2, 3, 2.
Williams trying to
Whoa.
block the access
Over
to
and
Lillystone that's on the center line.
And well done.
Really nice way
Nice
to go.
high guard. Looking at the out turn, possibility of removing that rock with the out turn. Can't see the whole rock there.
So we can't glance. No, we better not go over to sheet 6. Big shot over here.
Never like to see these kind of conversations from 140 feet away. They still have 2 timeouts, so it could be possibly an opportunity to call that timeout.
Over on sheet 6, Laura Payton has stolen a point to tie up that match after 8 ends at 3 apiece.
Trying to play some sort of run back here on her own stone.
This is very close. And
great shot by Sarah Potts there. Double raise run back.
Well, we have hammer, and we're blocked in.
sometimes the trouble with throwing a guard with your hammer, now that guard is now their problem.
Yeah.
But
sometimes doing their work for them if you do that, but
I don't know if Jessica had a chance, any options on that. It's easy to say now. But this one's...
Oh, never, never. Double peel it off, maybe.
Oh.
That was really weird.
Well, that's
but that's okay. I like that. You opened it up. Nice shot, Carly.
Situation has changed rather dramatically now. And
There's so much granite moving.
these guards are in the 12-foot overlap now. You can't do anything with either one of those stones. So Lily's decided to throw another guard up higher. Don't want this stone to over curl here. Just crosses the center line.
Yep. Still see ours. Yeah, I know they can still see ours. This point, it doesn't really matter. Okay. This is okay if you're here. Yeah.
Full outturn side is open to that draw to the button. Key shot here, in the 8th end.
Where is it? Lots of line.
Cannot be heavy.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yes!
Great looking line.
Whoa, stop! Yep, okay, finish it. Go. That's okay. That's actually really good.
Okay. Don't know if they could have come down to that one or not, but
Well, I think they could have.
yeah, and girls,
That's actually not too bad.
You know, 2 more feet of weight, Chris.
Or-
The
and
line
they
was there, and
and Jessica was calling them off, but
Beautiful.
that's where the communication with the line and the,
that's one thing I've noticed. And
although we don't have the mic, so we can't hear what
no,
they're
but
saying.
you know, you can tell by body language and that that's something I think a lot of these, or some of these ladies teams could certainly get a little better at. You know,
We're keeping up.
it's pretty important. That rock could have definitely been swept a little harder than it was, and That rock's going to be there, Chris, for the conclusion of the sand. There's no question about
I don't
that.
mind trying this now.
Steal a single point here in the 8th end would be pretty important.
Listen to Jessica here. She
Both there, right? I think it's worth it. And
absolutely.
if we end up sticking,
It's
then we
Brad
can do it again.
Jacobs special here.
Like that.
Definitely there.
Look firm. Got it, Jess. Okay, firm. Oh, we're ripping that. We're doubling it out. Yeah, just over a quarter.
Once again, Chris, if she makes this shot, Kendra might think twice about dropping that long guard. About 3/4 should do it.
Hanging out.
Doesn't appear to be curling enough.
Did I ever? All right, Carly.
Uh-oh. But we've seen all
Didn't that ever just?
3 draws that kind of weight out there.
That just hung. Did
Yeah,
absolutely nothing.
Yeah, there.
It's okay. Move to.
And I think that's what they do out there, really. Perhaps her control weight, which she's thrown all game, would have been. You've had to step it up sometimes when you're trying to slash one out. But let's provide an opportunity to nestle another one in there, I suppose. We have a
Timeout has been called here by Kendra Lilly, I believe.
Yep. Can Ray, you're a coach. Do coaches call timeouts from upstairs, or does it have to be from the players?
Well, it's crazy. It has to be from the players, but you can bang on the glass and
Okay.
phone them on the cell phone or whatever else. It actually physically has to be called from the ice.
Okay.
And I can see that changing. It is kind of silly. At one time, you couldn't make any indication, hand signal or anything else.
From the coach.
No, you couldn't, but they allow that now. Eh? Then you get into competitions too, Chris, where you're actually seated right out on the ice, in behind the sheets, so you have verbal communication just about all the time. Eh? After ends and that, they can come and talk to you. You know, if there's a 1 or 2 minute timeout.
And it will come. It comes nice in here. We just gotta play it. We gotta just play it really tight to this one.
It's a little bit different here, of course. The coaches are not on the ice surface. They're upstairs, and they have to make their way down the stairs. And
We might have
Through the crowd and.
yeah, but they get a minute, and the time just is not start until they're actually start talking with their players. Eh? So I didn't catch the conversations. Did you? Or are they?
No, I don't hear that.
Are they trying to come right in, or do you know, or?
That mic isn't working for us.
It kind of looks like they've iced themselves for the long guard, but content with that single point. That would be a big steal here in the 8th end. Eh?
I suppose if you came too tight and left a double, might not be the. And the Jessica Williams team does not have a coach here for this event, so.
Scotties team mics. Are they coming through? Are they coming?
So we're trying.
Okay. Because when they had the timeout, so we didn't know what they were talking about. But so okay, I never did hear. Well, she left.
I don't mind
She
it.
dropped an F bomb.
Like at most we're giving up is
turned
one,
it
right?
off.
You think we can catch it this way? Get the triple?
I talked to Kendra in the fifth end
double it
break,
off?
and I told her,
We hit it off on this
there was an
side?
F-ball out there, and she says, yeah,
I think it's worth trying.
she's kind of a
So I'm thinking, because we got to come to almost,
It's been a 1 or 2 sits.
so we need to hit here, eh? There. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, yeah, I like that. That's good, Harley.
You know, that guard could have been a little higher.
Well, I guess now it'd be, is she going to throw that same weight or not?
We can get the double inside. No, we don't. But
I don't think there's a downside to this.
No, there's...
yeah, this is
Like she
double
can't
off
hurt
for a
herself
one.
anymore, I don't think. Well, you never know. Stranger things happen.
Well, she'd have to be maybe a quarter rock on the high side. I don't know.
And move both blue somehow.
Yeah, I can't see that happening. So, big shot here.
No. Never.
Oh, my goodness. Well, there almost was a downside to that.
Well,
Rick.
I think it just happened, Chris.
No, I think
You think so? Well, that one they can take off. It's between the two in the back here.
Okay, so get this out of her. That's why.
As you mentioned, crazier things have happened. and
oh,
You want to? I think it's
well, the officials, if they are notified,
well, may as well measure it.
I think they should measure it. And the official has been alerted. So it's definitely a steal of a single.
Did I get that a little bit wide, eh?
So it
Just a
looks
little
like
wide.
the one out on the, as you see on the screen, that one out to the right
At the end of my hand,
certainly
I'll-
appears to be
Full blame mine.
not involved, but
Okay, well, this
But
way,
they will measure all three
that he's
just
gonna
to
call
make
for
sure.
second pot, and we're only down one.
I think in her mind she had mentioned the triple, which brought that dangerous shot into play, but the double would have not been dangerous. Like it's more straight back. So
Yeah.
Literally, like,
Well, I
have to
think
slash it.
up in the hand,
I think she
up out.
possibly is a little bit wide on that. She didn't have very much ice on that shot,
No, I
and
know. But I'm making sure you guys are seeing it.
she only hit about half a rock. So
Well, yeah, because I'm trying to figure the ice. Because this one throws a lot of rotation. You throw way less. This one's coming inside. Hope at the end.
I'm always
kind of that's not the right. I shouldn't say be critical, but that yellow rock should have been measured first.
and reason for that being,
Well, she could kick the stone, you know. She's very close to it.
I know it always makes me
Just
nervous.
one little mistake, you know, and you're walking backwards. She'd go all the way around in a counterclockwise motion.
Apparently, you measured the odd one first. Okay, thanks, Bill.
Measure the odd one first. Set up on the odd one.
Not like when you do it, Bill. You can see that bald head on the screen. Okay, Blue's got that one into play.
We suspected that wasn't in play.
Alright. Boom, yeah, okay.
A one for the Or no, steal a one for Lilly.
Any worse than it did.
Almost disaster for Team Williams.
Yeah. All right, girls.
But a big steal.
They're gonna go in.
Single point in the critical 8th end.
They're tight. They go tight. We'll go around. I don't even mind if you go in.
Here's Keffer.
We're getting some argument from our scorekeeper down there, Chris. And
I don't mind freezing. And your better to tolerance is just bump it back, right? Don't be high. Just bump it back. You got back. Okay.
it isn't often, Chris, that the scorekeeper becomes part of the drama in this competition. But
He was telling me he kind of went brain dead there for a minute.
is that what he said?
Yeah, well,
That's fine.
because the ends were stored away. And here's earlier, just short.
Don't take it up first.
Line's nice.
We don't want another one.
Whoa, lots of line. This is just falling. It's cracking. It's trying to come now.
Megan Westland throws an extremely positive rotation on her stones. Of course, the tendency will be not to curl as much.
Is this mine or yours? It's back there.
Opportunity for Tirza to lob one in front of that one.
It's that dreaded draw behind the tee line that
Will eventually make this scoring end pretty small.
Yeah.
Area, rather.
Drives coaches crazy, I know that.
You're okay. It didn't touch anything, Kendra. Back 12, wait. Line's tight. Whoa, whoa. Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Think we gotta go for weight. Yeah. Okay, whoa. We gotta go for weight. Gotta go for weight. Yep. Yep.
Here we are.
Yep. Line's good. Yep. That's okay.
Nice shot.
Yep.
I really need my gripper. Is that my stuff there?
Joanne Comey, second for pardon me, that's our friend Osamon.
Hit that one on nose. We can go like this. We'll just back 12 weight, or we can rip the guard. Why don't we nose it? Okay, let's do this. Just hack. Hack's fine.
Potential double there. Pretty well a nose hit. Would make two yellows go away.
Yep. Yep. Yes. Hard. Hard. Real hard, Carly. Hard. 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 Girls, hard. Hold
just not quite hack.
No, I
obviously.
think she was a little down on weight there.
Great shot, Joe.
So on sheet 6, the 9th end was blank, so
Not like I'm gonna
we have a
be
3-3 tie with
but however.
Tracy Horgan having the hammer against Laura Payne.
Sweeper's indicating could be a tad heavy. Starting to slow down here.
Yep.
Jessica trying to eliminate that long guard on the center line.
Hard! Yeah. Really hard on the roll, Carly. Ah, shit. It's okay.
Leaves her shooters on the center line. Sarah Potts with the out turn. Maybe opening the path up here.
That one curled a lot on her, and that wasn't a lot of ice.
My back of my earring. Sorry. Okay. I don't mind playing just like hack weight. I like hack. Bump maybe. I like hack. Okay, bumper's fine. Okay.
Williams attempting to rearrange these stones that are surrounding the forefoot here. Kind of difficult to see what kind of angles that we're dealing with here.
Whoa.
Asking for
Whoa.
solid hack weight.
Whoa. We're really wide here. She's got to come up. This actually might work out okay. Really nice. Sorry about that.
Williams now is shot rock. Kendra calling for a guard about halfway between the hog line and the house. Very content to give up a single point.
Absolutely.
We can rip it. Yeah. I think it's worth trying. Because he can't get rid of us while back in there's out. So let's rip the guard. Can I have the other turn? Nope.
No hesitation there. what's going to happen here?
Oh.
Well, it's pretty obvious what Kendra is trying to do here, just to force a single point, have the hammer coming home with a score tied.
Oh, yeah, it's there. It's just the way we come at it, right? Depending on where she puts this one here. Oh, yeah. What do you like to do? You want to rip it again? Yeah. We rip it?
Good guard there. It's going to force Jessica to try to remove it. Right now there looks to be nothing available for her other than taking that guard off.
Just don't want to hit nose, that's all. Hit field. Hard on the roll, Joe. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Hard, Joe. Hard. Oh, good sweet girls. Oh, sorry, Joe.
Williams removes the guard, and Lilly comes immediately to the
Took a little, like, I think it's always like in the last rotation.
job of replacing it now.
Just curling hard. Cut.
She makes a good one. I don't know what Williams will have left
Yeah.
here in terms of scoring more than a single point.
So gross. Okay, I gotta wash my hands. Yeah. Well, we're not bad. We're fine. Like, we are. We're pretty good. Oh, we got some time out still.
Line looks good.
We'll leave them for mine.
Can we get an overhead now and see what that house looks like? Al.
Overhead.
Coming through the hole. Trying for it.
Overhead.
Okay, there's the overhead. That blue. There's a blue out. That's possible.
Just top 4.
It's also possible to knock your own off.
It's out there.
Okay. There it sits.
Back 4.
Good call.
Well, she has to throw a little more than draw weight because of the angle. That it's not much of a hole there.
Get out. You've got a lot of curling to do. Roll for line. This is not curling. No, it's not curling. It's trying to, but it's not going to come enough in time.
That shot might not have been there.
Well, no, not with that weight. So it's a single for Jessica Williams to tie the score here.
Yeah.
heading into the 10th and possibly final end here with a 4-4 tie.
Tight. Don't want it in. Get it as tight as possible. Okay, well, leave it high. Leave it high. That's fine. Nice shot, Megan. Oh, yeah, we know we're tight. Thank you, though.
Well, here comes the tick shot attempt, Chris, and I've seen a couple of these made actually.
Jessica was just speaking to the head official, Ron Del Pino. He meant courtesy of saying you don't have much time left. She said, I know.
Hard, Jess. Hard. Hard. You got it.
Ah, nice attempt.
Good attempt. That is a difficult shot, and kudos for the effort.
What? Is that good? Okay, same thing.
Would like this a little deeper, but not in the rings.
Where? 5, 6. I don't want it in. It's not in. This is supposed to be another guard. Yeah, bring it in. Not in, but like tight. Get it tight.
Man, that was a good shot.
Was.
Okay. Good one.
Well, Megan Westland's done her job.
Yes. Another strong game.
Yeah.
Here's well, gets it off the center line.
1.
Good shot by Kirsra.
Higher the better. Whoa. Higher the better. Just walk it down. Line's good. No, leave it alone. Nice shot.
Another nice shot.
Well, they can start running now. Peel weight. Hi, someone.
Nice one.
1. One. Higher the better. Line's nice. Make sure it's over.
Joanne Comey
Yes,
being
make sure it's over.
asked
I
to
need this over.
drop this just over the hog line.
Hey, make it a 1.
So make sure it's far enough
Get it
here.
over. Come on, girls. Come on. It's not over.
Oh,
Jesus.
that hurts.
Real tough shot that. As they say, the one. Might have been an opportunity. Well, no, there's still 4 rocks left, so you don't want to go into the house too early.
Yeah, that's trying to play it a little too fine, just dropping it over the hog line.
Oi, Sim.
1.
Oi. Oi, boy.
Too bad
Where?
you can't go to 6. That's the last shot.
Nope, I don't want 3.
Sweeper's watching that all the way down the sheet. And stops short of the rings.
Yeah.
We can't look at 6, eh?
That's the last shot. It's going to hit and roll in.
Line's nice, just for weight. Oh, this looks like more.
Welling's asking for
Yeah, more than the first one.
another guard
No, it's okay.
right on the center
That's
line.
fine.
Well done.
Charlie.
Sarah Potts attempting to split that guard off. Which he does, rolls it off.
Same thing. Edge of 4.
And one more time, Williams attempting to
What am I calling for a time here?
put a guard up, something that she could possibly hope for a miss,
4, 4,
a
1.
nose hit or flash or whatever, and give herself something to work with her last stone.
We got time here now.
It's kind of a dream end here if you're in that situation that
For Team Lilly.
Kendra
yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing other than that little wee corner guard in play.
Tracy Horgan scored a 2 in the 10th and has defeated Laura Payne by a score of 5-3. Watched that last shot, and Laura was trying to hit one that was almost on the boards and roll into the button, and didn't quite make it. So
And I'm hoping for a miss from them, so the least I can do.
skips aren't peelers, though, are they, Ray?
I don't know, Chris.
They don't do it often.
I think the big teams, skips have no problems
No.
in that regard. So
We have to go just biting top 12.
now she peels this. It'll be just one solitary rock and play, way over in the almost by the edge of the rings, edge of the sheet.
On time out here. Time. Time.
They must be really short because there's not much point in
Make her
nothing
go.
to discuss here, is there?
Oopsie Rex. That's all we gotta do. Just biting top 12. There.
Yeah, it's
Well, the other option, Chris, would be to, even hiding a half or something behind that.
little corner.
Yeah.
Just biting top 12. We did. Right on the center line. Pardon? What we're throwing down. 9-5. What did I throw my last one?
just came off that rock?
I guess you
Holy
kind of look
crap.
at, do you want the opposition to
Yeah.
draw or hit? And in
Just
some
in case.
cases,
And hope that she wrecks on it or that we.
Well,
they have played 10 ends and the 20 minutes of practice, so draws are getting more difficult as the day goes on.
So nice five.
if it was up to me, Chris, I would like to try to hide one, even a partial hide behind that lonely little corner guard there, and make her draw. That's
Yeah, I would make.
You know.
That's what
Stay close.
yeah.
with
Make
the ice
sure. I need it in the
wearing
paint.
down.
That's pretty hard to throw a draw and just
Spike, Rob.
touch the top of the 12.
Go, Spike.
Had to go.
Go, Megan. Go, go. Guys.
Oh, man. Turn the mic off.
Seriously?
Well,
That pisses me off. Massive sweeping errors in this last end.
anywhere in the rings for Kendra Lilly will be good enough to win this game. I'll tell you, right on the money here.
Good luck this weekend. Good game. Good luck, boy.
So that wraps up our 12 o'clock draw at the Kendra Lilly team, pulling out a 5-4 victory over Jessica Williams from the both from the Fort William Curling Club. So that puts the Lilly team at 2-0. Tracy Horgan is at 2-0. Laura Payne is at 2-1. And Jessica Williams 0-3. And Leanne Fossum at 0-2. So our next game.
It's going to be at 8 o'clock tonight.
Yes, sir. Come early.
And it's a big one. We're going to have two undefeated teams playing, Team Lilly and Team Horgan, which should be a dandy.
Yeah. Just keep in
That's
mind parking's limited. With we're right next door to the arena, so Lakehead Hockey is on. So get somebody to drive you down and drop you off, and come and watch us play at 8 o'clock tonight. And we're
So on behalf of TBA Tel, our title sponsor, and all our team sponsors, thanks for tuning in. And a reminder that at 8 o'clock tonight, big game, two undefeated teams duking it out here at the Fort William Curling Club. So thanks, Chris, and
Raymond.
take care, everyone, and see you tonight.
Can I give this to you? No.